friends, we are going to take some time to talk about area today. So we're going to work on finding the area of different shapes. We're either going to do it by counting the squares inside the shape or using a multiplication formula for area. So, what is area? We've been talking about perimeter, and we know perimeter is this outside measure. But area is actually the inside of the shape. We're going to learn how do you measure this inside of a shape. So you'll see this blue. The area is everything in blue. Okay, it's the inside of a shape. So a lot of times we can count area because they've given us squares. For example, you notice that this shape is covered in squares. Well, we can count the squares on the inside to find the area. 1 square, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. There were 32 squares covering the inside of this shape, so I can say the area is 32. Make sure that you're careful about the squares. Look at these squares. These squares don't cover all the inside of the shape. They only cover part of the inside, so this will not get you the area. These squares are all layered on top of each other. You can't do that. That's not going to give you the area. These shapes don't cover all of the inside, so that won't give you the area. You want to make sure that all your squares are laying in neat rows. They're not overlapping and they're not leaving any of the white space. All right, so this shape is made out of squares. Let's find the area. The area is the inside, so we want to put a dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What's my area? 13 square units. I put that word square in there because the inside is counted in squares. I'm just going to say units because it doesn't tell me what else it's made out of. So it's 13 square units is the area. Now, a lot of students want to get area and perimeter mixed up. The perimeter is not 13 square units. The perimeter, we use our marks. The perimeter would be, let me use a red instead of a blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The area, or the perimeter, would be 16. That's the outside edge. But the area, the inside dots, we counted 13 square units. Got to make sure I put square units because area is counted in squares. Okay, let's try another one. It asked me to find the area. So I'm going to get my dot ready. I'm going to count dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So my area is 18 square. I can put an SQ period if I want to. Square units. Let's see if we're right. Yep. Perimeter would be much different. Perimeter is this part, the tick marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, wow. The perimeter is 18 also. I just call it 18 units. I'm not counting the squares, so I don't use square for perimeter. All right, let's find the area. The area is the inside. Area is inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got for the area, I got 7 square. I'm going to use the SQ for square units. Let's do the perimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The perimeter is 14 units. Okay? Remember, area is inside. Area is inside. Count the squares or multiply. Count the squares or multiply. Perimeter is round the edge. Perimeter is round the edge. Add all the sides is what I said. Add all the sides is what I said. All right, let's find the area of this one. We don't really see the lines where our squares would be, but can't we just imagine it would be like this if we continued the lines? We just drew the lines where I know they would be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My area is 9 because area is inside. 9 square units. Okay. Let's look at this one. If I want to find the area, I'm going to ignore this part. We're going to pretend that's not there. If I wanted to find the area, I need to count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 squares. But don't forget, this is a half square, and this is a half square. If I put these two half squares together, that would be one whole square. If I put this half square with this half square, that would be one whole square. So I'm going to put another dot. They're going to be smaller to represent half and half is whole. So let's count them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then these two together make 6. So my area is 6 square units. Because I put those two halves together to make my 6th square. All right, let's try this one. 1, 2, well, maybe I should draw it out. Want me to finish drawing it so you can see all your squares? We don't, they're blacked out, but you can still tell where they would be. Drawing the lines, drawing the lines. All right, now let's count. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. But then what does a half and a half make? A whole, right? So I've got 25 plus one more when I combine these two will get me 26 square units. Okay. I'm just looking around to see if there's another one I want to do. All right, what's the area of this polygon? A lot of students will want to do the perimeter. A lot of students will start doing this. The perimeter is around the edge. If we want area, we've got to count the inside square. So what I do is if it's not too complicated, I just go ahead and draw where my squares would be. Okay, now I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My area is 12. And it says it's a meter, so I'm going to say square M for meters. Okay. Same thing. I can draw where my lines would be. And now I'm ready to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's 18 square, because it's area, square, and then it has a km, kilometers. So I'll put a km here. Let's look and see if there's any more we want to do. So as we've been using square, area is always measured in square units. So you always put square, or if you don't want to write out square, you can write out SQ before you put your unit. So square inches, or maybe it's in square feet, or maybe it doesn't say what it is. If it doesn't say, you could always say square units, because units means it can be any unit. You're not sure what it is. So we always use square when we're talking about area. All right. Another way we can find area, though, if it's a square or a rectangle, is we can use the formula area equals length times width. Hold on, I'm going to be right back. Shut my door. So we can find area by using the formula length times width. It works. The length is how long a shape is, and the width is how wide it is. So WL or WL. This only works if it's a square or a rectangle. So area equals the length of the rectangle times the width. Let's look at some examples. Okay? So the length of this rectangle is the 4. And the width of this rectangle is a 3. So to find the area, you can say 3 times, I need to use a different color, 4 equals 12. So the area of this shape is 12. And remember, we have to use square yards. Length times width, so 4 times 3 or 3 times 4 equals 12. Okay, let's try this one. We could do 3 times 22. So the area equals 3 times 22 because you're doing length times width. Okay, so if I did 22, let's add it 3 times and that'll give me the same thing. So 246, 246. So the area is 3 times 22 is 66 square meters. All right, now let's find the area of this shape. There's no squares for me to count, no squares, but we know that we can also multiply the length times the width. So the area of this shape is 4 times 4 equals 16. Square feet. Okay, 4 times 4 is 16 square feet. What about this one? We don't have any squares to count, but we can multiply. 4 times 5 is, the area is 20 square inches. Okay. All right, well this one, the area is easy because we count our squares. Area is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My area is 5 square units because there's 5 squares in this shape. Okay. Okay, area is length times width. So 9 times 1 equals 9 square kilometers because I use the length times the width. I can ignore these numbers because I only need the length and the width. Okay? If I want to find the area of this, I do the length times the width. I can ignore the other two numbers. The area is 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24 square inches. All right, we'll play this at school. I think that's all we're going to do today, guys. So today we talked about area. Area is the measure of the inside of the shape. Okay, you guys did great. I'm so proud of you. I will see you tomorrow.